Good evening, boys and ghouls, and welcome to GameTober on Happy Bird Games. Last time on GameTober we played the game Super Ghouls and Ghosts, which is a part of the Ghosts and Goblins series. Today we are playing the Nintendo NES port of the arcade classic Ghosts and Goblins. The way I'm able to do that is with this Retron HD console that plays only NES games. The cool thing about this Retron is that it has composite cables and HDMI, and they output at the exact same time, so I can record with the HDMI one and play it on my CRT with the composite outputs. So yeah, it's be fun to play it on that TV over there. I've got a cool layout in my room where I have a CRT and a 4K TV. I don't usually play them on the CRT when I'm recording, so this will be a first for me. Let's jump in. Alright everybody, let's jump in with Ghosts and Goblins. And it's kind of funny, you won't see this on the recording, but maybe I can show you it by pointing my camera at the TV. If we're lucky, on my CRT, for whatever reason, the colors are a little off. And the character Arthur that we're playing as in Ghosts and Goblins has a green beard. Oh, we already got hit, wow. Oh no, do not get that torch. The torch is even worse than the torch. The flame torch in Super Ghouls and Ghosts. In this game. And this game is harder than Ghouls and Ghosts too. It doesn't have that weird, like, you know, we saw last week, the levels, like, deform and change as it goes. Oh, I got from behind. But the levels don't change like that. They don't have that kind of effect on the Nintendo NES or the arcade that this is based on. Now, this shows the map, the layout of the entire game. And I think the game might be smaller in terms of the overall landscape than Super Ghouls and Ghosts. I'm not sure about that. It might be a little bit smaller, but it's harder, so it'll take you longer. And notoriously, this is the game that you have to beat twice to get the real ending of the game. Like the actual game, you have to go through everything twice. Okay, there's a armor pickup that gives you some points. We have the lance as our default weapon, which is a really good one to just kind of keep and hold on to for a while. Oh wow, that's close. Yeah, it's nice playing it on this TV. There's the Red Devil, an iconic Ghosts and Goblins enemy. I think it's called Red Devil, or Red Demon maybe, because there's the Demon's Crest game series, which I haven't really played much of, but they're on the Super Nintendo, and I think the Game Boy. These ones you can pretty much duck underneath. Sometimes it gets a little tricky and they don't. So like, oh, what? I fell in the. Oh man, I was so close. Well, no, I was saying you can just duck under them and they'll fly over you. Ooh, I did get it. I did get the shortcut. Well, that's really cool. Because once you make it to this part, there's like a checkpoint shortcut, and I wasn't sure if I got it or not, but I guess I did. Let's see if I can. What the heck? What is that? Oh. I guess you can't always duck under those things. I ducked under them once, but not that time didn't work. So it starts you at one player. If you click on that one player, you're starting the game over again. So you have to hit select, start to continue. It's kind of tricky, and it can actually mess you up if you're not paying attention when you continue. Because it doesn't start out on the continue icon, it starts out on the essentially the new game icon. I guess you don't duck under those. I remember ducking under those things. Maybe it's arcade version? I remember being able to do that. And by the way, this game's layout is very faithful to the arcade version. As far as I've played, which isn't too far, and I'll try to let you know when we get to that part. Oh, I jumped up too high. The layout's been pretty much the same as the arcade. It's just the graphics are better in the arcade. And by better, I mean like they're more detailed. They have more. They look more. They just look better. I don't know. It's kind of a preference to say what games' graphics look better, but they do look improved on the. Or I guess they look great on the arcade, but they look lesser, decreased in quality in here. Here should be the boss coming up, I think. No, not yet. Oh, we got these guys again. These screechy guys. They make one of the most annoying sounds in the game. Yeah, you hear that? Really no. I have my sound kind of low, so it's not really bugging me that much. And they drop these like little sticks at you or spears at you or whatever. Here's the boss. Oh, he got me once, but it's okay because we got the key, we defeated the boss. Pretty easy to do that. I messed up a few times along the way, used one continue, but the first stage, pretty much anyone can do with a little bit of practice. I'm not saying anyone can do the whole game with practice. Maybe they could, maybe they could. Maybe I should do it someday if I practice the game long enough. But here we go. Next stage. This part is usually going by pretty quickly for me. This part we're on these towers. Oh, what? I missed. Oh, wow. Freaking myself out already. A big jump. Big jump. Okay. I want you to make it here to these houses. Or it looks like a house to me, or like a school building. That's what it always reminds me of, like a village. Then you get a checkpoint. So that first part with the tower, like I was just saying, is pretty easy. I always thought those monsters that are just shot look like Moogles from Final Fantasy VI. I'm probably gonna need a hit there. These things are really hard to kill. You have to be like a really far distance away and like spam the attack button as fast as you can to destroy those troll-looking guys that drop down items from the building. And I'm actually playing this. Here, I'm gonna pause it. Okay, make sure there actually is a pause. I'm pressing the button like that really, really fast with my finger like up, like an arcade stick, because if I use my thumb is slightly slower than my index finger at times. So that's what I do when I play games like this, or like beat-em-ups. Now those guys don't have a forward shot, but they can drop down, like squat, the squat animation, and they drop down. But they also, I don't know if it's real or not, or if I'm just imagining it, they seem to follow where you're at on the screen a little bit. So if you can get them to go over to the left more, it'll give you more of an advantage, and then you hop. Oh. This is the most BS part of the entire game. They put a torch, which is a really bad weapon to use. It has like an arch throw and it makes like a fire on the ground. Very bad item to use. There's a time limit in this game. They drop the torch there on the ladder, so you have to pick it up, which makes it almost impossible to play. And yeah, I don't think it goes away. In like Ghouls and Ghosts, they fixed it because the items can disappear, or the weapons can disappear. So I basically gotta kill myself. I know, it sounds frustrating, and it is a little frustrating, but see how we did get a checkpoint. I just want to beat level 2 on the video. Which I usually don't beat level 2. It goes on longer than it looks. Like on that map, it looks like, oh, you're almost at the 2, but you got this tower, which is just going straight up. Whoa, that was weird. You got this tower that's going straight up, so you've got to... Bird. Oh, whoa, that was close. You've got, like, not that much ground you're really covering on the world map, or whatever it's called. Okay, this guy. Sorry about the loud button pressing. I probably had to send that out. So we gotta wait for this guy to come across, and hopefully that nothing will drop out of the sky containing a torch. Crouch and fire this guy. Oh, there's a bird coming up. Okay, that bird almost got me from behind. But we do have 2 hits. Armor and underwear are your 2 hits, your health. So they do kind of stay, like, they can sense where you are, and they kind of walk towards it. I wasn't sure if it was, like, something I just imagined, or if that's a real deal thing. It appears to be a real thing. Now, this guy. I thought there was a way you could glitch him and make him disappear, but I guess something of something else. I'm trying to get him. Oh, that was close. It's hard to see the birds, especially on this TV. The TV is smaller than my 4K. So, that's my own fault. Okay, we got him. Got him. Kill the bird. It's my last life, but we got, like, essentially a limited... Continues. Okay, I need to focus. Come on, Kevin. Like, where are the platforms? The red birds are tricky. Okay, got that bird. And do a big jump. Shoot the Moogle. Fire. Jump! Watch out for that red bird. Duck under the bird. I guess you can do that. There's a big jump. I don't know if there's any enemies in this thing. I wish I had another armor piece on, but I don't. I just walk off that edge around the corner. Big jump. Here's a boss. I'm gonna need to fire at him fast. I think it's a boss. Like, it's like two guys. Just trying to get that pixel of them on the screen. Ah! There was two of the trolls, or whatever the ogres, whatever they might be. But yeah, those... Ooh. That really got me going on. Like, this is a game that's intense. I'm like, you don't usually see me play games that are this intense on Hybrid games. Usually it's like a review, I'm talking more casually or funny. This one got my heart racing. This is intense. And this is like, what, like 3 at night? Oh man, all the way back here, it's so hard. I mean, it's not that hard part of the game, but it's just because, like, I made it that close. She already got hit. It's like I just want to continue from that spot where the boss fight is. So that was Ghosts and Goblins on the Nintendo NES on GameTober here on Hybrid Games. We are going to check out the Sega Genesis game of, I think it's called Ghouls and Ghosts. It's different than Super Ghouls and Ghosts and Super Nintendo. 2 completely different games, and I'm even worse at that one. So I've only played that one a couple times. I think I have that on the Sega Genesis mini console. I don't think I have the cart for that one. I might. I'm forgetting which one I have. So that'll be cool because I've never used that mini console on a video yet. So that'll be cool. Check that out. And we do want to do that. And then we're going to go to the Castlevania games. At least the platforming Castlevania games, maybe not the Metroidvania ones. But I am doing a review on that. And I have some other games planned. I've had a couple videos that are already recorded, such as Nightmare Creatures for the N64. So stay tuned for that later this month. Stay tuned to more GameTober on Hybrid Games. You can check me out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Yeah, that was Ghosts and Goblins. Wow. It got me rushing for a while, and then it kind of bored me with the forced torch thing. So, yeah, keep an eye out for that. Ghosts and Goblins, I recommend it. I recommend you checking it out this month. Alright, everybody. Thanks for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Share it with your friends. Alright, everybody. Bye, and happy GameTober, and happy Halloween.